Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Tech Classes. This is the part 3 of the playlist Database Management System. In the first and second video, we have seen what is database and what are the different types of database. Also, we have discussed in more detail centralized database and the distributed database. Now in this video, we will see the NoSQL database and the operational database. And in the next video, we will see the other two remaining database, that is relational database and the cloud database. So let's start the NoSQL database. Now NoSQL means not only SQL or non-SQL. So it's a type of database that is used for storing a wide range of data sets. So when you study about the relational database, you will see it will store the data in the tabular format. But NoSQL database can store the data in a structured format as well as the unstructured format. So it can store data that is of the form of structured and unstructured also. Now talking about the unstructured data can be of the form of text, images, videos, etc. Audios. So it stores the data in the form of structured as well as unstructured. It can store both the data. Now we have the relational database. So why we need the NoSQL database? NoSQL database comes into existence when the demand of the modern applications increased. When the demand of the modern application increased, we get the data in the form of text images. Now talking about the social media, what you do, you can share your post in the form of videos and images. That is also a data. You can share messages that is in the form of text. That is also a data. Now to store a huge amount of these kind of unstructured data, there comes the NoSQL database. Now NoSQL database will be further divided into 4 types. The first one is the key value storage. Second is graph database. Third one is the document oriented database. And the fourth one is the wide column stores. So these are the 4 types of NoSQL database. Now talking about the key value storage. Now you have heard about, if you have studied the Python, then there is a dictionary data type. Now in dictionary data type, what we do, we store the data in the form of key and value. So key will be the attribute name and value will be the value that is holding by the key. So we can access the value using the key. So if I talk about the example, then suppose there is a data name Shubham and the location is Bangalore. So if you see in this, name will be the key because it will be converted into the attribute. So it will be the attribute name and the Shubham will be the value for this attribute. Location will be the key and Bangalore will be the value for this key. That is the key value pair and that will be stored like this in the NoSQL database in the key value storage. Now the next one is the graph database. Now in the graph database, the data will be stored in a graph-like structure and it is mostly commonly used for the social networking websites like Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, etc. So it's used for the social networking sites and it will store the data in a graph-like structure. Now the next one is the document-oriented database. In document-oriented database, the data will be stored in a document-oriented form and document in the form of JSON-like document. So it will store the data in a JSON-like document. Now the last one is the wide column stores. The wide column stores is similar to the data that is stored in the relational database, but here the data is stored in the large columns and not in the rows. So the data will be stored in the columns but not in the rows. So that is named as the wide column stores. So that is all the 4 NoSQL database. Now let's see what is the operational database. But before understanding the operational database, if we talk about the advantages of NoSQL database, then it enables the good productivity because now we can store the structured as well as the unstructured data. It is also a better option for managing and handling large data sets. It also provides the scalability, and at last the users can access their data easily. If the data is stored in the key value storage, then using the key they can easily access the data from the NoSQL database. That is something all about the NoSQL database. Now let's see the operational database. The operational database is a type of database that is mainly used by the business and the organizations to store their daily data operations. For example, if they are working on something like projects and dashboards and reports, etc., then they can store those data that is also a data that can be stored in the operational database. So there is a database that is named as operational database to store the organizations, business, companies, daily data operations in the database. So it stores the daily data operations in several organizations. Let's understand this operational database using an example. Suppose there is a team of analytics. So there is an analytics team and they have assigned their own operational database. So you can say every team have their own operational database, and you can also call it as a centralized database. So it can be viewed as a centralized database for the analytics team. Now analytics team day-to-day work includes creating reports, visualizations, dashboards, etc. So their day-to-day responsibility is including creating reports and visualizations and the dashboard. Now where they have to store these kind of work. So they can store their work in their operational database. So this database will be assigned to the analytics team and they can store these work in the operational database. So that something is operational database we can use for. And that's all for the NoSQL database and the operational database. If you find this video helpful, then please do like and subscribe to my channel for more such kind of videos. Thank you.